Hello, everybody. I'm in this video. I'm just talking about our Halloween yard display that we did this year for 2018, like I usually do at the end of everything. Um, I mean, this year I couldn't have been more impressed on how our display actually turned out. I think it was. I don't really think it could have been too much better. I mean, for next year, I don't really know what to do to top it from this year. I kind of want to keep it the same next year as what it was this year because I just thought it looked so good the way it was this year that it doesn't really need improvement. Of course, there's going to be, I'm sure I'll have a lot more stuff by then. Um, I mean, this year beats last year by far because last year we didn't have any spotlights or anything. It was so dark you couldn't see anything. It was just randomly put in places. This year it was all very well themed. It just last year we had like maybe 30, 40 people. This year we had over like 600, 800 at the most. A lot of people came. I made an event on Facebook and that just people who were sharing and sharing. I even looked at people who were interested. There was teachers that had the interest button. I mean, I had on the Facebook event page that I created, I had people posting pictures and leaving nice comments on how much they really enjoyed it, how much their kids really enjoyed it. They said their kids thought it was like the best day of their lives. It was just amazing. Like, I was so busy though that I wasn't even able to visit with the people that were walking around. I was busy trying to get things working because, of course, things weren't working. Batteries were always dying. I was running around trying to make sure everything was continuing to work. And just whenever I would look up and look back, there'd be like over 20 different groups of people in the yard, and it's like, wow, these are all people that are coming to see something that I did. It was just pretty crazy. Of course, we were on the news again. They actually didn't post it on their website though, so I'm glad I recorded it off the TV when it was on. I do have one more clip to upload from our Halloween display. The second day, I made another video with my HD camera going around the whole yard, but that camera got lost during our pack up day or our takedown day. I think it got put in one of my buckets and got to the storage unit because it was there. I saw it earlier that it was where the jumping spiders in the tunnel were before we started taking stuff down. And then after everything was down, they were just gone. So they must have, because, and Don looked everywhere for it. So it must be in one of my buckets. Someone put them in one of my buckets. So I have another video that's going to be up and it's going to be really late. So, and I'm going to do a full compilation on Jimmy Master Animatronics with all the videos like last year with like pictures and the videos and stuff. So, anyways, like I said, I don't really know how to top next year because I think I just want to keep it mostly the same. But I actually found the lighting that I bought at Spirit Halloween in 2015 because it's been lost for a while, but I found them. So I have even more lighting. I'll probably end up getting a few more spotlights, but we didn't even use all the spotlights because, like I said, I kept running out of time. I didn't have everything out yet, and it was so dark by the time that, and I was still trying to put batteries and things and making sure things worked. I didn't even get time to get all the spotlights up. We were constantly busy. It's next year we're gonna probably be more prepared. This year we were so late. We got everything from the storage unit on Monday, and we set up everything up in 2 days. It was just we were running really low on time, and we had so much stuff that we still had so many parts laying around in the garage that we didn't know where they go to. Like we had a bunch of seasonal vision parts all over the place. It's like, oh my god, it was just crazy. Like I said, Lucas's uncle was really good. Some things had snapped or broke, and his uncle was good at gluing them or fixing them. So there was we had a lot of help. All of Lucas's family helped with setup. It was really great. Some of the neighbors too. The neighbor kids helped a bit. We had the candy and the glow sticks that we handed out to kids. Oh yeah, that's another thing. At Dan's, I bought like 15 bags of candy. That was for Friday. Oh yeah, we only did it Friday and Saturday, not Halloween. 2 days only. Um, I bought like 15 bags of candy from Dan's, and we were so busy that Friday that it was all gone within an hour. it was crazy. So the next day we went to Sam's Club and the dollar store and just bought a shit ton of candy. We didn't even have as many people on Saturday, and we had a lot of leftovers. Um, but people really enjoyed it. And what else was I saying? I I didn't get anything at the 50% off sale at Spirit this year. My money really went to, I spent $3,000 already this year in just that week of buying animatronics, all the spotlights, eBay, all that stuff. I spent $3,000. So I it was time for me to quit. And I think all of us Halloween YouTube people really went out this year. Like everyone's displays looked really good this year. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff that needs fixing now. The lurching vampire, his eyes don't open. They close by themselves, but they don't open by themselves. I don't know why. That my Damien doesn't want to rise all the way up. It sits there and twitches. The Demonicas, of course. There's just so much that needs repairing. My Black Widow doesn't work at all for some reason. It's just a lot of stuff needs repair. Not too much broke. It's just I mean, compared to the year before, a lot of stuff broke that year. But that's just kind of what happens with they're gonna break whether they're used or not. So at this point, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, and we raised $664 for the Spirit of Children. Last year we raised 300 something, so it's doubled from last year. I'm sure next year will be another doubled from this year. I've even had two customers at Dan's walk up to me and say, "Hey, weren't you on the news?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then even at Spirit Halloween, and these aren't people; these are just random people. I don't even know these people. At Spirit, one guy said, "So was all that Halloween stuff yours?" So it's gonna get bigger every year. Like I said, if you keep going there, a block away there, that was that house that did that huge Christmas display. I posted a video on Jimmy Master Animatronics last year. It was a huge Christmas display. What they made a Christmas Ferris wheel, zip lines, and it was just crazy. Dancing Santa, and people enjoyed going to that every year. But the sad thing is they're not doing that anymore because one of their neighbors were complaining and trying to get the police called on them and stuff, and it just wasn't fun for them anymore. And on our Facebook theme, they said that they want it to be a tradition for us. That like people want to come to this every year. They said. I don't know why my camera stopped working. Yeah, and we hardly used any of the floating go. We didn't even have enough battery. I bought a shit ton of batteries. I didn't even have enough batteries for everything, and we only used a very few floating ghosts. Like I said, I got that floating skeleton that day, and by the end of the night, the screen already snapped on it. I already fixed it, of course, but yeah. Like I said, next year I plan on keeping things kind of the same: the Scarecrow theme, the zombie theme, the Forest of Hell, the electric. The one thing I'm going to change about the electric theme is the high voltage fenced in zombie is only motion activated, and he was on like the very, he was like kind of on the other side, and people didn't really walk over to him, so he didn't really activate much. So like instead next year I'm going to put him so that he's the first prop that you see right when you come out of the tunnel, and then he'll activate because all the other ones are sound activated, so they'll still go if I switch them around. I'm hoping I can get Boogeyman working. That was a huge disappointment that he didn't move this year. When Don first plugged him in, he said he moved, but then stopped. And like I said, the motor on him got hot, so I don't know what the hell happened. It just kind of took away the effect of that whole theme of him just sitting there and not moving. I'm sure I'll do the Reapers again next year and the pumpkins. Like I said, I plan on keeping it. I just want more people to see it the way it was last year, just because I thought it was just so cool. The playground was awesome. Yeah. Next year, if we have more time to set up, it'll be so much better. And actually, Lucas's uncle is making some stakes for the animatronics to stake them down. They're actually making them so that we don't have to haul all those bricks. Everything had bricks on it, but there was that Saturday morning that it was so windy that even with 5 bricks, things still got blown over. Ghostface was on the deck, and he got blown down the stairs 5 times or 2 times on the deck. He was already fried though. Remember, he didn't work at all, and that was before that happened, obviously. I I gotta start another part again.